everything around me screaming. Yeah. Check this whole fly shit out. You remix cash rolls everything around me screaming. Get the money here,
Iran has a mixed transitional economy. A mixed economy is a combination of capitalism and socialism. There is a level of private economic freedom, but the government maintains the right to interfere in economic activities to achieve certain social goals.
Iran is classified as having a transitional economy, meaning that it is moving from a centrally planned economy to a free market. All investments must be approved by the government and are limited to certain sectors. Small business entrepreneurs struggle to register businesses or acquire capital.
Iran is heavily dependent on export earnings from the country's extensive petroleum reserves. Oil exports account for nearly 80% of foreign exchange earnings. It is dominated by oil and gas production, although over 40 industries are directly involved in the Tehran Stock Exchange, one of the best performing exchanges in the world in the past decade.
With 10% of the world's proven oil reserves and 15% of its gas reserves, Iran is considered an energy superpower. Iran ranks second in the world in natural gas reserves and fourth in proven crude oil reserves.
In addition to oil, Iran exports chemical and petrochemical products, fruits, nuts, and carpets. Its primary trade export partners are China, Japan, India, South Korea, and Turkey.
Iran's primary imports are industrial supplies, capital goods, foodstuffs, other consumer goods, and technical services. Its import partners are the United Arab Emirates, China, Germany, South Korea, Italy, Russia, and India.
Since 1974, Iran has recorded trade surpluses. In the second quarter of 2014, it had a surplus of 17.18 billion USD, and in the 2008 to 2009 period, it recorded a $13.3 billion surplus. Currently, Iran's GDP is $406.3 billion, and its GNP is the highest in the Middle East. Its GNP per capita is relatively low due to its large growing population.
Although Iran's economy has been doing well in the past couple of years, companies and the government have been plagued with corruption. As a result, most of the money stays within the upper class, and 44.5 to 55% of Iran's urban population lives in poverty. Iran's unemployment rate has reached 10% and is still rising. Price controls and subsidies, especially on food and energy, burden the economy.
A lack of globalization has helped Iran's economy. In a similar manner that the West infiltrated China and carved out spheres of influence, it issued a coup d'etat in 1953, which led to Iran's economic isolation in 1979. Because of this isolation, it was able to avoid falling into a recession in the aftermath of the 2008 financial crisis. However, due to the recent economic sanctions and falling oil prices, Iran's economy is starting to suffer. Inflation is around 20%. Interest rates continue to increase, and the price of the Iranian currency, the rial, has dropped sharply. The Iranian people are disappointed by the way their leaders have been handling the sanctions and hope for a better economic future.
And now, a brief clip about how economic sanctions are taking a toll on the Iranian people.
The busy streets of central Tehran, life looks much as normal, but behind the scenes, Iranians are feeling the effects of an economy in trouble. Inflation is above 40% and unemployment has rocketed. Young people struggle to find apartments to rent and couples delay having children. The black market in currency, though, is doing a thriving trade. People buy dollars as a way to invest their savings as the rial loses value so quickly. For those who sell luxury goods, business is tough. Sanctions had a very bad effect on the economy. Because of the sanctions, importation has become much less. Therefore, during the last year, our prices have risen by 100%. At Tehran's traditional Grand Bazaar, which sells food, electronics and clothing, business goes on, but customers buy just enough for their daily needs. Syed Zefarani, who's had a stall selling kitchen appliances for more than 15 years, says even they don't sell now. In terms of workforce, we've cut jobs because we thought that we wouldn't need anyone to run the storage or to run the office. In reality, we're running everything ourselves. As Iran's new president is sworn in, our correspondent in Tehran says people have learnt to be cautious in their optimism about what to expect from politicians, but they want to hope that Rouhani will improve their situation. No one at the bazaar is interested in Iran's nuclear program. What people are hoping for is that the new president manages to ease sanctions and that the economic situation improves.
Thanks for watching!